Boasting 50 states and 5 major territories, there's no lack of land in the U.S. But only some of those states can lay claim to the best and most beautiful islands in the country. Like the United States' interior geography, these islands display an incredible amount of diversity. They go well beyond the typical island escape to provide you with arresting beauty, local culture, history, and unique flora and fauna. The differences between each of these islands means there's bound to be one that suits your traveling style. Here's a look at the most beautiful islands in the U.S. Number 23. Assateague Island. Spot horses roaming freely as you bike and sunbathe on Assateague Island. Home to 2 herds of horses that are quite easy to spot across the island, your time here will certainly be unique. You'll see the beautiful animals without trying as you head to the island's golden sand beaches and see them run freely into the surf or nibble on nearby grass. To keep as busy as the horses, you can follow Assateague Island's 4-bike trail, go beach driving, or kayak along the marshes. To complete the experience, camp out along the beachfront. Number 22. Galveston Island. Texas's answer to Santa Monica, Galveston Island presents fun and relaxation in equal measure. Around 60 minutes from Houston, it's a popular retreat for locals, but its history and beauty have made it attractive for travelers far and wide. It all starts at the historic Strand, which is populated by charming shops and leads you through the heart of town to a famous pier. This juts out into the Gulf of Mexico, offering thrilling rides and equally spectacular sunsets. Aside from working on the tan, the island boasts plenty of old-time architecture and interesting museums. Number 21. Block Island. The relaxed communal atmosphere of Block Island is hard to replicate. It's an island set in a simple time, one that focuses on good food, excellent wine, magnificent views, and good friends. A great escape from Boston, New York, or any Upper East Coast city, you'll quickly feel at peace. Things move slowly here, from the few cars making their way from end to end, or the animals at the 1661 Farm and Gardens. Once you have your bearings, you'll find yourself enjoying the magnificent coastline as much as the many fabulous restaurants that are spaciously spread throughout. Number 20. Marco Island. The accessibility and beauty of Marco Island will appeal to all travelers. From Naples or Fort Myers, it won't take you long to discover one of the jewels of Florida's Paradise Coast. Whether it's a weekend getaway or you're settling in for a longer vacation, you'll find long, open, and unspoiled beaches that are slathered with shells and great views. There are canals that stretch across the barrier island, showcasing a collection of estuaries and mangroves, great for kayaking. From Marco Island, you're well placed to explore the Everglades National Park. Number 19. Catalina Island. This charming island is located approximately 22 miles across the Pacific Ocean from Los Angeles. It is both a favorite day trip for visitors to LA, as well as a popular vacation and honeymoon spot. Santa Catalina is a small island with two main centers of population, two harbors, and Avalon. Most travelers to the island stay mainly in the Avalon area. Surprisingly, the island even boasts a small population of American bison that were brought to the island during the filming of a movie. Travelers can reach the island by private boat, ferries, helicopters, or small planes. Once on the island, transportation is limited to bicycles, taxis, and golf carts. Number 18. Fire Island. A long, thin strip of land, the scenic, serene, and sandy Fire Island runs parallel to the south shore of Long Island. While much is protected as part of its national seashore, seasonal resort communities are strung out along the barrier island. As most of its activities and hotels shut in winter, most people head to the island during the sunny summer months. Then you can sunbathe, swim, and sail at its protected beaches, or surf on the rougher Atlantic side. The former whaling base has some interesting historic sites and impressive nature spots to see. These include the fantastic old Fire Island Lighthouse and atmospheric sunken forest. Number 17. Amelia Island. In northeastern Florida, Amelia Island is easily accessible, yet a world away from nearby Jacksonville. Boasting 13 miles of postcard-worthy beaches, the barrier island is a great spot for some much-earned R&R. From your chosen beach hangout, you'll enjoy clear Atlantic waters with great swimming and snorkeling. On the mainland, there are gorgeous waterways that are home to wild manatees and great fishing. Throughout Amelia Island are a great selection of restaurants offering delicious local produce and wonderful views, whether it's early morning or the sun is about to touch the horizon. Number 16. Kodiak Island. Islands aren't always about blue seas and golden beaches. One such destination bucking the trend is Kodiak Island. Here you trade days sunbathing with epic hiking trails, offshore fishing, and seeing the island's spectacular peaks from above. Hiking trails can be done on foot or an ATV as you explore a wilderness home to red foxes and brown bears. But for a true perspective of this wild place, you need to fly up above. On your scenic flight, you'll properly appreciate the majestic Katmai Coast and the rugged Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge. Number 15. Anna Maria Island. Off of the state's Gulf Coast, Anna Maria Island is a showcase of old Florida. It has the state's typical golden sands, turquoise waters, and marshes where manatees roam. But there's plenty of local charm to discover. Your days here will always feature some time on the sand. The island offers great shelling, calm seas, and excellent swimming. For more action, rent a bike to discover local highlights from the many piers around the coast. Or relax and explore on Anna Maria's free trolley to see the island's old jail and museum. Number 14. Martha's Vineyard. Lying just to the south of Cape Cod, the magnificent Martha's Vineyard has long been popular with the rich and famous. Despite the wealth of artists, celebrities, musicians, and presidents who vacation here, New England's largest island has a lovely, laid-back air with pretty and picturesque scenery to discover. Dotted about the quaint countryside are small towns and villages full of cozy inns, boutique hotels, and exquisite restaurants, while scenic beaches line its shores. Besides its fine dining and relaxing retreats, there are also many excellent outdoor activities to partake in, including cycling and golfing. Number 13. Golden Isles. The otherworldly beaches of the Golden Isles attract travelers in hearty numbers, but it doesn't take much to find yourself off the beaten path. Combining 5 islands, the Golden Isles is far more than meets the eye. Beyond the soft white sands is plenty of history. Venture beyond the coast to see national monuments that remember previous maritime battles and lighthouses that date back to the early 1800s. There's plenty of unspoiled nature also, including an amazing grove of live oaks on St. Simon's Island that are, by all reports, haunted by ghosts. Number 12. St. John. Primarily a national park, St. John is the crown jewel in the U.S. Virgin Islands. After arriving in Cruz Bay, jump on board a local open-air taxi and make your way along a road as hectic as the views are beautiful. Soon, you'll say goodbye to hotels and see nothing but rolling hills and beaches, some that appear untouched and others that are world-famous, including Trunk and Maho Bay. A trip to the former brings a fascinating underwater snorkel trail and often thrilling waves. The latter is a far more relaxed experience, one best enjoyed with a local bushwhacker. Number 11. Maui. The second biggest island in Hawaii, Maui was formed from the merger of 2 huge volcanoes. The island caters to luxury seekers and honeymoon goers, but some of the most unforgettable parts of the island are definitely reserved for adventure lovers. However, it's away from that popular spot that you'll really discover Maui's true beauty. Its black sand beaches create a surreal experience. Looming always is the imperious Mount Haleakala, a place where you can experience one of Hawaii's best sunrises. Travelers can get even more remote by completing the 52-mile road to Hana. Number 10. Outer Banks. The Outer Banks is a string of barrier islands that hug the North Carolina coastline. The islands are a popular destination for vacationers seeking a break from the summer heat. The northern end of the Outer Banks is famous for the wild horses that still wander its dunes. The middle section is home to the towns of Nags Head and Kitty Hawk on Bodie Island, where travelers can find the Wright Brothers National Memorial. Roanoke Island, west of Bodie Island, was once home to the Lost Colony, whose inhabitants disappeared without a trace in the 1580s. Farther south lies the beautiful and relatively wild Cape Hatteras National Seashore. Number 9. San Juan Islands. In the north of the Puget Sound and close to British Columbia, you'll find the San Juan Islands. The islands are an inviting retreat and an escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, offering an abundance of outdoor activities in a stunning landscape. You can kayak in the water, take tours to spot orcas in their natural habitat, dine on fresh seafood, or hike through the San Juan Island National Historical Park. Friday Harbor and Roche Harbor are the two hubs for dining, shopping, and sightseeing, and they also offer some commercial flights and boat arrivals. Number 8. Hilton Head Island. Just north of Savannah is the picturesque Hilton Head Island. This barrier island is only 12 miles long, but it has earned a reputation as a playground for those who love warm weather and gorgeous beaches. While the rich and famous own a lot of the local property, particularly in the upscale neighborhood of Harbortown, there are still over 9 miles of public access coastline available. There are also several bike paths and dozens of world-class golf courses on the island. Don't forget to add a dolphin watching tour to your itinerary, as dolphins are spotted throughout the year from just off the coast. Number 7. Sanibel and Captiva Islands. Arguably the most beautiful destination in Florida, Sanibel and Captiva Islands combine to provide unparalleled natural beauty and fun for the entire family. Interestingly, it took multiple hurricanes in the 1920s to turn this paradise into 2 separate islands. On arrival, travelers will discover a world of outdoor fun, from biking to exceptional shelling. Hiking trails guide you through a natural world barely touched by humanity to discover a unique coastal ecosystem home to a wide range of eye-catching wildlife and birds. But come night, all eyes turn west for sunset, best celebrated on the beach or at one of the island's highly rated restaurants. Number 6. Big Island. As the name suggests, Big Island is the largest of Hawaii's spectacular island chain. Its soaring mountains grant travelers a range of experiences, from deep in the valley to alpine tundra situated in the heavens above. The Big Island's tallest peaks include Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, the largest active volcano on Earth. Standing at close to 14,000 feet, the volcanoes even receive a dusting of snow each winter. Not quite how you picture Hawaii. After some brilliant alpine hiking, head back to sea level to explore the stunning Hamakua coast and the mesmerizing black sands of Punaluu Beach. Number 5. Mackinac Island. There is something special about the clip-clopping of horseshoes on the historic pavement of Mackinac Island. Once a fur trading post, Mackinac Island has developed into a must-see destination while remaining car-free. On the beautiful Lake Huron, you'll have the opportunity to explore the Cape Cod of the Midwest on a horse-drawn carriage. Make your way through the Old Town, where you'll discover streets lined with Victorian-era architecture, now home to delightful cafes and romantic restaurants. To get a real feel for the island, it is worthwhile staying in one of its historic inns, cozy B&Bs, or even the glamorous Grant Hotel. Number 4. Mount Desert Island. Home to the heralded Acadia National Park, Mount Desert Island provides the quintessential experience along Maine's illustrious coast. It's one of the biggest islands in the contiguous USA, providing exceptional hiking and, for early birds, an unbeatable sunrise. For adventurous souls, you'll find yourself hiking up Cadillac Mountain and to the head-scratching Bobble Rock. Afterwards, mingle with those who chose the R&R route in Bar Harbor. This famous town welcomes visitors the world over, providing kitschy shopping, world-class dining, and a beautiful place to toast a memorable day. Number 3. Nantucket. The island of Nantucket is a popular summer tourist destination, with a population that jumps from almost 11,000 year-round residents to 50,000 in the summer. It offers quiet harbors, dramatic cliffs, sandy beaches, and beautiful old mansions. The history of Nantucket properly begins in 1659, when it was purchased for 30 pounds and 2 beaver hats by Tristram Coffin from its original settler. There's evidence of its long history in almost everything about Nantucket, from the charming cobblestone Main Street and the Jethro Coffin House, all the way to the Brant Point Light, established in 1746. Number 2. Key West. Part of the fun of Key West is the drive-in, but on arrival, you'll quickly leave that behind as you run around chasing sunsets, eye-catching architecture, and a vibe that is unlike anywhere else in the United States. In Key West, pastel-colored homes dot the island, providing a scene as colorful as the surrounding waters. Among the township, however, is plenty of history, including the Hemingway Home and Museum. After experiencing the local culture, with a few cocktails of course, make your way to the southernmost point in continental USA. Number 1. Kauai. It's hard to get past Kauai as the most beautiful island in the United States. It combines immense beauty with the sheer terrifying power of Mother Nature to create an adventure like few others. The lush rainforest, which receives consistent downpours, has given the island its accurate nickname, Garden Island. It's Hawaii's oldest island, one that boasts some of the most spectacular cliff faces that lead to towering mountains. Down in the valleys are fast-flowing rivers, tumbling waterfalls that make their way towards a golden and sometimes rich black coastline. From there, exotic scuba diving and inviting villages await.